It's like, cardio, what's that, bro? Is that Spanish?
Cardio.
I'm myth number 2, cardio kills gains. A lot of people think that if you do cardio for whatever reason, it's gonna impede muscle growth. And I think a lot of people are kind of going away from this myth by now, at least I hope. But there's still some people out there that I think that they don't need to do cardio at all in the off season, and that they only exclusively do cardio whenever they're trying to lose weight or whenever they're trying to prep. I think this is one of the kind of big mistakes that even I've made. It's like, cardio, what's that, bro? Is that Spanish? I used to say that all the time. And I joked around, but I really didn't do that much cardio. And it wasn't until I started incorporating cardio consistently that I found it helped me on my off season, especially with my conditioning and posing. I wasn't so out of breath. And then also on my leg days, I think was the biggest difference. I was able to recover in between sets a lot better, catch my breath a lot better, had a lower resting heart rate, and just overall felt healthier. So I think a lot of people miss that component, and it's really important that you make sure you're at least doing, about 20 minutes of cardio, maybe 4 to 5 times a week, or you're trying to get like 10,000 steps, kind of creating some benchmarks of activity so that your body is moving around and you're not always just so sedentary. Obviously, you can go overboard on anything. If you choose and you go to run marathons or you're doing high intensity interval training, you are going to have some effect on your training because everything goes into the same fatigue pool. So if you're doing really intense cardio and you try to do legs that same day, it's going to affect your leg workout, right? But there's a level of cardio that you can do that will not build up fatigue disproportionately like HIIT cardio would. The problem with HIIT is that a lot of the times it works within the same sort of metabolic windows as resistance training itself, and that can sort of interfere with your performance if you're doing it on the same day. But you take something like walking, or you just take some really light elliptical or light Stairmaster, you're most probably not going to affect, your training. If you do affect your training, right, your leg training, for example, you're too tight in your legs, you can always put your cardio on your upper body days where you're not really using your legs that much anyway. So it won't kill your gains.